watching this, but hello. So, I decided that since it's almost Christmas, I decided that I was going to be showing some of my railway collectibles. Some stuff that I have collected over the past couple of years when I started photographing trains and all that stuff. So we can, so we'll start out, so I think we'll start out with these photos. These are photos that I have taken on my iPhone. Here, this is a Norfolk Southern train, obviously, that was taken on back in April, right next to milepost 333. I can't remember exactly what date it was what date I took it on, but I know that it was in April. I did write. I didn't write it. I didn't write the date and time on the back of this. So yeah, this is a Norfolk Southern D9-44 AC locomotive. And the other one was an AC to DC conversion, which I believe was an ES44 AC, which is now an ES44 DC. No one asked for you, Siri. Siri needs to back off. Damn. Disable this for a moment. Next up is this photo I took on the 8th of July. Here we have Norfolk Southern 9529 and Norfolk Southern 4582, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head what this other one was. So this is one of my favorite photos actually, because we do have, this was taken in the evening and I did actually, we do have some good skylight at the back. Yeah, it was a mix. I don't know what the sort of train or locomotive these were. Up next, this is my personal favorite. Here, this was taken on Independence Day. Here we have Union Pacific EMD SD70 ACE 8477 at the Webb's Crossing. Railroad crossing I took. That's where the trail will go. That's where the Shawma Trail starts right there. Well, it starts or ends right there. See, we have 3 locomotives. The driver of this train actually did a horn show as I was taking this. So yeah, it's a pretty good photo. It was a live photo, meaning that I could just push it on my phone and it would move and you can hear it honk its horn. Here I do have a time. This was 7/4/22 at 1:07 p.m. Sorry. Next, this was taken on the 12th of September. This is another one I like. This is the East Avenue Railroad crossing right here. You can just see its gate. Here we have a Norfolk Southern train again. Let me tell you, most of these trains are just going to be Norfolk Southerns. This one's obviously an intermodal. This was taken on the same day I actually filmed the East Avenue crossing. The East Avenue extension crossing, which, yeah. And last but not least, we have BNSF 4022 in Norfolk Southern 9841 in Hornell. Yeah. As you can tell, it's not properly end-lined as I hoped it would. This was taken on the 13th of August 2022 at 5:39 p.m. Yeah. This is another one I recorded. I did upload it if you want to see it. So I got these photos printed out at Walmart, and most of them turned out good, but yeah, some of them said either low resolution. They were either called low resolution or it was too dark. And obviously for these two right here, these aren't properly. Obviously these two right here aren't properly cropped. But yeah, these are actually some good photos. I hope to take more one of these days, and I would actually like to frame these and hang them. Okay, next up we do have some equipment that I've gotten. This is the lens off of a railroad crossing light. I found this right next to the North Main Railroad crossing, and yeah, I just decided to take it. Obviously, it was like this when I got it. There's like oil stains or something on it. But yeah, it was kind of nasty when I got it. Obviously, very oily. But we were able to clean it up, and yeah. These are made out of Lexans, made by General Signals Incorporated. That's yeah, it says 8/8DIA 6440, made of Lexan glass. Yeah, this is actually an entire lens. Last I knew, most of the ones on eBay I saw they cost like $30 to $40. So yeah, it's a pretty good find. Honestly, I'm happy with it. Next, this is actually the bracket off of a railroad crossing light, which hung like this. It has the SafeTran Systems Corporation logo on it. Out of iron. B041279. We actually found this over in Hornell by the West Street crossing. They probably placed this here when they replaced the lights. Much from what I can assume, that's why it was taken off. The truth is, my mom actually found this. Up next, I'm going to show off some of these locks too. This is a American Hard Lock Company, USA Hard, Series H20 padlock. So I actually found this over by the Hornell Rail Yard. I just saw this screw hanging up like this. So this part was just sticking out of the ground. So I just saw it and decided to pull it up, and out came this. And I was genuinely happy. I still don't know what this part is. It's like a flattened piece of steel. There's a spring here and like a copper written nail on it with this. If I were to guess, this must have went to a relay case. Yeah, I guess this must have went to a relay case considering the fact that considering the fact of all this stuff on it, the screw and this piece. I don't know what CNS stands for. Well, this, believe it or not, these locks cost like $100 up on eBay. So, yeah, that saved me a bunch of money when I just found this for free. So yeah, this is actually my favorite find of all of these for some reason. We have a couple things in here left. Let's just this is just a piece of a rail light, just like this right here. I'd say this came from a gate, the railroad crossing gate. I found this at Webb's Crossing. This is another gate light I found. 215.IPSC88. This was at the West Avenue crossing in Arkport. I think it's cool because I now have because it just came directly off of it, I can tell. I already guess they must have replaced it because it's all broken here. And no, this is not even a part of it. Found these at two separate locations. But yeah, I actually like this because I now have both lens of crossing parts, the gate and light lens. The rims in here do remind me of cranberry sauce, not gonna lie. It's a lot shinier and cleaner in comparison to this. Last but not least, what was in this box, I don't know if you saw it. This is my Western Railroad Supply block I got on eBay for about $20-$30. Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember what state it came from, but from what I can tell, it came from a company called L&N. This damn thing doesn't want to focus, but that says L&N. It obviously didn't come with a key, and the serial number for this is 0147-6. And pretty soon I am hoping to get the Safe Tran lock. on eBay. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna cost around the same, but why not? But yeah, this is in the condition it came in. Just the bolt at the bottom. Just the bolt at the bottom here, and yeah, it just hung like that. But overall, this is another cool railroad collectible I have gotten. Next up are these magazines I have collected in this photo here too. So this is a 2014 issue. This is the 2014 issue of the Trains magazine. The front you see BNSF 6054, ES44, and all these other locomotives here if you want to see them. But yeah, this is actually... Yeah, I actually got this when it was brand new. Just a bunch of photos of trains and... yeah. Yeah, and it talks a lot about these trains, such as the EMDFT, Alco, RS1, 462, 440, and the GEU25B, and the High Hood GP7. Of course, these are all vintage photos as well. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good... But yeah, this is a cool issue because they have all these good quality photos of trains and stuff, like this one at the cover, and all these other ones, which were probably taken in the 60s or 50s, I believe. Next up, we have this I bought at the antique store here in Hornell. This is Conrail 6140 in Philadelphia. Philadelphia Conrail headquarters forms. Backdrop of a GEC 40-8 wide cab locomotive on the High Line just west of the downtown area. Yeah, this is another one I want framed too, because this is a Conrail train, and yeah, there aren't many Conrail locomotives left these days. I believe that this train is now Norfolk Southern, repainted into its livery. I did see a photo of this coming through Hornell one of these days. The photo was probably taken in the 70s or 80s. But for this, I believe it was taken around the same time. Seeing that it's in Philadelphia. And here's another Trains magazine issue, but this is from September 1981. Also bought at the antique store here in Hornell. Seems like this is... Looking at it, looks like it's just talking about the New Haven shorelines. And you can see, as you can see, at the time it was being sold for $175. Yeah, we do have a lot of information and stuff, and about the trains in here. As far as 1981. But yeah, this is a cool thing to find because these are these are vintage trains now. I think that was a timetable. I haven't completely looked through this yet, but I'm mainly just looking at the photos here. Yeah, this is another finding I liked. This is I also do like the original trains logo right here. I mean, it does. I mean, it's in a slightly different font in comparison to the newer one. And they didn't even put the magazine of railroading in the newer logo too. So yeah, this. So yeah, this is another neat find at the antique store. Just a magazine about trains. There's a bunch of Conrail and other locomotives in here that are probably have been discontinued or reconfigured into newer or rebranded into newer forms. Last but not least, for this collection, I decided I would like to show some of the locomotives I've collected too. So right here, this is a patriotic livery of a locomotive. I can't remember what kind of locomotive this is. This obviously ran to a mo. This obviously was a part of a model trains collection. I bought this at the antique store like 3 years ago or so. Yeah, it's basically looking at the bottom bogies right here. These are all movable right here and here, but these two aren't. You can see I can actually see rubbery substances at the bottom of them. Made in Hong Kong. So the last thing I'm going to show for this collection before I end the stream here in just a moment. Well, actually one of the last because I have like two other models I want to show. One of the last things I want to show here is the GE's B60-4, I believe. So I found this at the antique store. I actually have a box right here. But this is when I unboxed it. This is what the packaging looked like. You can definitely tell it's old because it is a Santa Fe. It is a Santa Fe locomotive. Let me see the. Oh, battery. We have the electric engine on the Pennsylvania Railroad steam train, the diesel here, and the Union Pacific 4014 Big Boy. You can actually I think I just realized this is the actual locomotive, which is a GE Diesel U25C 5054-E Santa Fe, made in Italy. That is at the Hobby Shack. Believe it or not, this was $2.77 at the antique store, which was kind of wild because it was $18.99, so it literally lowered by that much money. But in regards to the train, I definitely like it overall. I mean, if there's, I'm not sure if this is an actual replica of a train. I mean, it should be, but I doubt that this train's probably either non-existent or it's probably scrapped or whatever. Don't know what happened to it, but I can see that this would basically be a warp on a train if it existed in this state. I'm not sure if, I'm not 100% sure if anyone's actually put it on an HO scale set, and now I'm just here having it in my room, just being a part of my railway collectibles. No, I know that they do have the Santa Fe blue. I know that they have a blue and yellow Santa Fe livery, which was basically all the outer parts here were blue, the logo, and all this stuff was yellow, and the numbers were just dark. And this was obviously made before BNSF existed, before Burlington Northern conjoined Santa Fe and created the BNSF Railway in the 90s. And last but not least, we have another model here. This is a steam train. This one time this actually fell off the desk and it lost its funnel. I don't know where it is, but this came with a funnel. This is number 21, and this train isn't in the best. This steam train is not in the best state because, as you can see, because of all that, it's missing. I don't have the tender for it. It's obviously missing, scattered around here somewhere. Not even gonna look for it on stream. So I really don't remember where I got this train from. I either got this from as a gift, or I just found it at the antique store. I can't remember. But as far as I know, I must have had it for a good number of years, and I can't remember. If I really can't remember much about it. And last but not least, before I end the stream here, you got the New York Central 20102 caboose. I actually got this as a gift for Christmas back in 2014. It's just a caboose. Cool one in that. This came from the New York Central Railroad. It's all rusty. I actually recently found this and decided to just put it up here and as a part of my collection. But yeah, honestly, I do like it because despite all of its rustiness and there are some dents here and there and scratches and all that. Yeah, despite all that, it is a pretty cool thing here. Okay. Yeah, that covers everything here. This was just a little pre-Christmas show off of all my stuff and just explain some of the backstory of some of my collectibles and whatnot. But yeah, overall, I'm actually really proud of all this stuff, and I do hope to get more and or find more. But yeah, despite that, I'm gonna end the stream here. See ya.